Welcome everyone to another video, and in this video I'm going to be showcasing some battles that I used to get pretty close to legend. I should be reaching legend, anytime in the next week or so. We'll see how my games go. But I wanted to show off these few teams here, just because I think they were pretty strong as well. If you're wondering who else is in the video with me, it's my girlfriend Cindy, aka Greenish Backwards, coming to support me. But let's go ahead and get started. I think we have, I want to say, two different teams here. I'm pretty sure it's just two different teams. We're gonna have this team has no answers to GFIS, so it's not like incredibly weak to GFIS, right? Because Abomasnow is like pretty neutral, but with the Weather Ball nerf, Shadow Abomasnow no longer wins the one shield, so I could go for the Energy Ball here, which is more energy efficient than Weather Ball now, and it does quite a bit of damage. I am gonna let this go because I don't want to commit two shields here, and then I switch out to Marowak, hoping to be able to farm down, but they correctly switch out pretty quickly here. I do land the Shadow Bone here, which is going to do some really nice chip damage. I'm not going to shield this, and they actually end up Hydro Pumping me. They basically threw right away, so I don't want to get hit by a Play Rough, which is very likely what they have, considering they are running a GFIS lead. So I guess knowing that, I could have did two more before throwing, but that's okay. I'm going to come back into GFIS. Okay, this is actually looking pretty good for me. They have a Pelipper here, and this Pelipper actually ends up shielding here, which works out really great for me, because now I'm just going to straight farm down this Pelipper, double super effective Sparks. Now that Spark does a lot of damage, and then the GFIS is definitely within Thunderbolt range, even though the Thunderbolt's double resisted here. So Lantern, a really nice pick for all those waters in the back. So this is a pretty common team composition that we see. GFIS with two pretty good answers to fighting, and we're gonna see Thunderbolt come through, and it's gonna KO. And I just need two more Sparks to get there. Plus, I had two more Sparks to get to another Thunderbolt. All right, we're gonna have Abomasnow into Lickitung. Kind of a weird matchup, to be honest. Pretty neutral. Obviously, it would be very good against my Marowak, and yeah, pretty good against my Marowak and my Lantern here. So this is kind of my best matchup. I do go for the Energy Ball because, again, it's more energy efficient. Then Weather Ball plus the chance for the debuff, and end up going through here. And I'm gonna try to catch the Body Slam, which I end up here catching. Obviously, Marowak into Lickitung is not a great matchup, but catching that Body Slam allowed me to avoid the shield or potentially burning my energy right away. And they actually come into a Zoom Roll. They did farm up to at least a Body Slam. So I'm pretty okay here. Hopefully I can get to another one. And I do, which is great. I'm a little bit worried what's in the back. And weird desynced here. And I thought about whether or not I want to shield here. I actually do end up shielding. Maybe a mistake, but I wouldn't have lived that Ice Beam. And then I'm going to go ahead and switch out right away into Lantern and look to farm down before they can switch out. And I am able to farm down, which is great. And I know this is a Body Slam, but honestly, I can't risk it being a... oh, it actually ends up being a Power Whip. Okay, so that's good shield by me. And they actually come into Metacham here. So they actually had a little bit more energy than I thought. I thought they were like a few seconds short, or a few licks short. But this is looking pretty alright for me here. I believe they throw the Psychic here. Yeah, they throw the Psychic. And I'm going to throw the Thunderbolt here. And what I figured is that I'm going to get to the next Thunderbolt. It's actually going to be a CMP tie. And I actually want to set, because they're going to throw the Ice Punch. But I must have miscounted here. But they actually throw the Power Up Punch. I'm going to immediately switch because I don't get farmed down. And if I can get this Bone Club off, which I do end up getting this Bone Club off, which is really huge. And I'm able to grab a shield here. And then I have a Weather Ball stored on Abomasnow, so I'm just going to throw it. And this is looking pretty fantastic for me at this point in time. Though the the Lickitung is has a little bit of health, I was going to be able to do more fast move pressure. All right, so we're gonna have Abomasnow into Venusaur again. Great lead here, but I believe they come into G-Fist, and this is honestly not a great situation for me. I do go for the Energy Ball here. Again, like Abomasnow is kind of my best answer to G-Fist here. I think I shield once here. All right, let it go. Okay. I think I tried to catch the second one. No. Okay. They obviously had way more energy than I thought. And I'm gonna look to here's the dilemma though, is that I need to control switch because AWAC is very good against Venusaur since it resists everything and dealing super effective damage. But I know they're gonna have a Bastion on the back. This is a very common team composition, and I'm just gonna go for the Weather Ball here just for some chip damage, and able to land one more Powder Snow, so they're at 3, I believe, and they come into Venusaur. And this is looking pretty good for me. I make a really critical decision here. You're going to see the play that I'm going to do in a little bit. So I'm going to get 4 more fire spins before they get to another move here. So I'm going to let this go. And I need to be able to throw a Bone Club here and then come out with... so I'm at 100 energy right now. So I'm going to undercharge this. And I want it to be within 1 fire spin range. Which I am able to, and I should be able to survive 1 smackdown here, and be able to land both Bone Clubs here. So here, I don't care whether or not they sneak in a move on either one, just because I'm able to get to another Bone Club here, which is going to do some pretty nice damage. Basically, put them to Thunderbolt range, and I'm going to throw the Thunderbolt here, which obviously would KO the Bastion. Honestly, they probably should have shielded the Bone Club. I'm not sure if it does more. And I actually no-shield this just because I know I have to get to 2 Thunderbolts to win this game here. And in case they try to like BM and Flamethrower me, that was my best chance to win the game there. And they actually end up no-shielding here. And actually hit some bubbles there because I was fully expecting them to shield. And then I'm able to farm down there. So really nice game there. Abomasnow into Metacham, so obviously very bad for me. And I'm not used to playing on this particular phone here, and they actually come into very interesting. They come into Registeel here, into Lantern. Oh my! And I had my side panel glitch thing here, so I actually ended up undercharging the Hydro Pump, which is honestly pretty terrible for me. So I end up shielding this Focus Blast. Yeah, as you can see, my chat is going crazy here because you can see the side panel. This is the phone I use for Twitch Rivals, so I didn't realize they had the side thing, edge thing, and because of that undercharge, they're able to survive the move. I'm not going to shield this. I would love a Focus Blast, but they actually end up going to the Flash Cannon there, which probably ended up being the correct move. I said on stream that as far as they didn't commit, I'm going to let this go. And we're going to see if they're going to... Oh, they do throw the Psychic here. Oh, I over-tapped on there, which is so bad of me. Because I really needed to... Okay, they come into... yeah, I'm very curious here why they didn't come G-Fist into Lantern. Because like G-Fist is a much better counter to Lantern. Generally, Lantern beats Registeel, or at least has a chance to, versus Spark Lantern has almost no chance there. I'm just looking for some chip damage here. And very nice. I think I do end up shielding this. And I'm going to throw the Weather Ball here. I think I'm almost at a move, or I'm at a move. So I switch out. Okay, this actually ends up being perfect for me because Marowak wins CMP versus the G-Fist. They have a Rock Slide banked, and I guess they figured they needed the Rock Slide, but unfortunately for them, I'm just gonna double up on Shadow Bone and gonna be able to land this Shadow Bone to take out this Metacham here and take out this G-Fist. Yeah, I'm still kind of confused on why they didn't come G-Fist into Lantern because they definitely would have been able to control the switch from there. Unless they, I don't know. That's just a really hard read there. So I go Abomasnow into Deoxys. A very bad lead here. So I go into Lantern. So obviously this is not a great situation for me. I do get the extra Spark in. And I'm actually curious on why they're not switching out. They actually end up throwing the Thunderbolt, which indicates to me that they're staying in, just because Psycho Boost is much more energy efficient. Thunderbolt does do more raw damage, but obviously at the cost of 20 more energy, and they actually end up shielding the Thunderbolt there. So I'm not going to shield this. This is going to be a Psycho Boost. And they actually go into Mandibuzz here. So this is actually really terrible for me because I know that there's going to be an Azumarill in the back. But I kind of need, I don't know there. Maybe I made the wrong call here. Almost certainly made the wrong call for sure. And so they throw the Aerial Ace here. I'm going to do 7 more Powder Snows, which I'm going to have to eat 5 Air Slashes for. I'm not going to be able to farm down. Maybe if they need 1 more Air Slash, I would be able to farm down. But yeah, I have to. And they come into Deoxys here. I'm going to throw the Energy Ball because, again, more energy efficient. But let's see whether or not they shield. They actually end up shielding here, which is super terrible for me. Yeah, this is for sure a GG here. Maybe I should try to catch a move here. I'm not really too sure. I end up letting this go. Ends up being a Thunderbolt here. Hits for some good neutral damage on their side. I am going to throw the Shadow Bone at their Azumarill. But this is game over, right? There's nothing I can do here. Even up a shield, if I catch a move, I'll just get bubbled down. So really, I have to do is hope for a defense drop here. If I can get a defense drop here, I have a chance to win. Unfortunately, I'm not able to, which is very unfortunate for me. I even get the extra fire spin through, and I think I get the defense drop right now. If I would have got the defense drop and sacked Lantern based off of the Deoxys having a move, then I had a chance there. So you can see as I'm super close here, but I need the defense drop a little bit sooner to have a chance. So I actually ended up laying another play rough here, but it doesn't really matter here. They have a move on Deoxys here, so I really had to sack the Lantern at some point in time. But very good game by my opponent. And I think this is the second team here, which is a really fun team by my very good friend and Johnny here. So not the best situation here, but it's actually kind of okay. They actually come into Chiefus here. So this should be a tie to the... Well, they actually probably double Rock Slide here. They actually throw the Rock Slide here. And I'm going to throw the Frenzy. And they shouldn't be able to beat me the move, so this has to be a Rock Slide here. But it kind of made me contemplate whether or not it was going to be one or not. And I'm going to farm up a little bit here. And you're going to be able to throw the Frenzy Plant at this Chiefus, which obviously would KO it. And I'm going to look to land this Frenzy Plant here and see what I can do. So I let it go. I switch here. And then I'm going to try to... Okay, this is going to be difficult here. I'm going to let this go because I know for sure it's not EQ. Definitely just a Weather Ball. But they obviously have quite a bit of energy here. I'm going to throw the Shadow Ball here, hoping they don't shield. They end up shielding, which is not great for me. I'm going to shield this. I'm going to throw the Shadow Ball. Okay, and then they're gonna get to another move very quickly. So I think I count to 3. 1, 2, 3, and then I sack Venusaur, and this is why I saved my 1 HP Pokemon so I can get off that beautiful Weather Ball sack. And I'm looking pretty good right now. And I'm gonna look to land this Dark Pulse here. And this is looking pretty good for me here. I don't need to shield this. They do have a move banked on the Politoed. Oh, it actually ended up... Okay, I guess they let me... They didn't want me to farm, which is a fair... I don't get no mud shot through. But the thing is, like, they have no energy after they throw this Weather Ball. And plus I went CMP, so I'm only 2 away. Unless they like literally had that move or were 1 away, I was going to be able to win anyway. So, and able to land the avalanche there and come back from a pretty tough lead there. Let's see how we do as we're climbing up the ranks. Okay, I'm gonna board this up a little bit here. Okay, there you go. We got a match. And I have Zwilus into Nidoqueen, so this is totally fine. And I kind of contemplate on how to play this. They basically threw right away here. I'm going to let this go. I think I actually end up switching to Venusaur. Just because Zwilus is pretty squishy here. I actually able to get extra Vine Whip through. They throw which is the Poison Fang. And here comes Drapion here. This friendly plants still do quite a bit of damage to Drapion, even though it resists. As you can see here, definitely doesn't want to eat too many of these. And I throw the Frenzy here. A little bit of lag here. I let it go. Because if they crunch me, it's fine. And I'm going to build up a little bit, then throw. And I didn't want them to get to Sludge Bomb and force me to shield. Or they might have Aqua Tail, so hard for me to say. They come into Scrafty here, but I'm up a shield, so it's looking pretty good for me. I shield this. And I throw here. And I think they actually end up no shielding this, which is a very curious decision on their side. Because now I'm just going to shield and Powder Snow down. And then I'm going to have like basically 2 moves ready for the Nidoqueen here. They do switch out right away, which is definitely a smart play on their side. But this game's over. And they let me just Powder Snow down, so. All right. So 2-0 with this team so far. And we're going to see. That is my dog in the background if you do hear it. I'm going to speed this up a little bit here. I thought I could have all this waiting time here, but apparently not here. All right. I think this person actually ended up. I faced this person today as well. I just barely lost because they got a boost. And they come into, obviously, Mud Boy here. So this is looking pretty favorable for me. I'm going to throw before they get to the Blizzard. And this is looking pretty good. I'm going to shield this just in case it is a Blizzard. And then I should be able to CMP tie them. So they for sure have a Blizzard now. And I'm just going to shield here and farm all the way down. And we're in a pretty good spot right now. And they come into Shadow Vic here. I think I farmed to 8, then throw the Sludge Bomb. This allowed me to be able to throw the move right before they get to their Leaf Blade, which honestly would do quite a bit. And they actually end up having Obstagoon here. And I'm going to throw the Frenzy Plant here. And then I'm going to switch right away into Frostlass. And this is game over here. Going to be able to get to the second move before them. And they end up Night Slashing me here, but it really doesn't matter here. I'm going to be able to take the game. So pretty interesting team composition by them. And I'm just going to speed this up here. Oh man, sometimes I wait quite a while for the team. And I have Zwilus and Swampert, very good lead here. They come to Golbat here. I'm very slow to switch. And a little bit desync there, but that's okay. They end up throwing the Shadow Ball here, which I will throw at 5. I throw it 6 here, or 7, okay. They're pretty close to another Shadow Ball. Okay, they let it go. They just want the shield advantage. And I'm going to throw the Avalanche here. I believe this is a CMP tie. Okay, no. Okay, this is CMP tie here. What I should have done was I should have shielded and farmed down, but I ended up letting it go. And then here comes Needle Queen, so obviously not the best situation for me here. But these Dragon Breaths are doing quite a bit of damage. And then I'm going to throw this and get some little bit of lag here, which is obviously not great. And I try to make it to another one, but I think, I don't know. It doesn't look like I would have made it, so it doesn't make a big deal here. But I'm looking pretty good here. I'm just going to shield this. I think most likely they go for the Earth Power here. And I'm going to look to farm down. They actually do get the attack drop there. And I'm able to take out the Swampert no problem with the Venusaur. All right. All right, we're going to have Zweilous into Sableye. Very good lead here. And I'm curious on why they're staying. I'm going to throw the Dark Pulse here. This is like basically right before they get to the return. I think I end up shielding this. They end up foul playing me, just fine. And then here comes... this is okay, though. I don't need to shield this. This is not a great counter. Frost is not an amazing counter to Mandibuzz just because it's so tanky here. I'm going to throw it 4. Again, to give them as few turns as possible. And they're going to have to throw here, which they end up doing. Basically throwing CMP. And then I'm going to look to farm them down. So they need 4 more to get to another one. And this is looking okay for me. Okay, very nice. Able to farm down. And they come into... Okay. This is okay, though. Obviously, I'm going to throw here because it's probably going to be a CMP tie. Oh, okay. No, but they're able to deny my fast move here. I'm going to let this go, even though they have enough for the return. I just can't get returned. That would be basically... I basically can't shield there because they're just going to return me. So I'm going to look to farm it all the way down. Yeah, and then have the Frenzy Plant for the Zoom Roll. Unfortunately, this Zoom Roll lives this Frenzy Plant and quite a bit more. So I'm able to get quite a bit, and I have the Frenzy Plant banked. I wouldn't be able to throw out that Frenzy Plant because I was on the last turn, so I just transferred the bubble. But this is looking pretty good. I'm going to be able to land another Body Slam and take out the Zoom Roll. Very nice. And I believe that is the last battle of the sets. Let me know what you think of those teams. Overall, I went 9-1 with those teams, bringing me to like 29-30 or something like that. Anyways, there. If you like to, comment, subscribe, and I'll see everyone in the next video.